Hello and welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing FortressCraft Evolved. Well, our threat has calmed down quite a bit. The research finished. Hey, research! Is that all for the power? Yes. As you can see, I built another set here for powering my plasma head charger. And I've got quite a few of them downstairs waiting in the queue for titanium and nickel because I was down. I just came up from grabbing some ore. I had three titanium left. So I was really low on titanium. But today we need to kind of address a problem. All of these attacks, when a corner spawns an attack, interesting. Wow, he's just climbing. When a corner spawns an attack, it actually can spawn what are called tunnel nukers, and they're these bugs that basically explode on contact. Oh, Jesus. Ow. And they are getting closer and closer and closer. What they do is they create that resin, that softer resin. It used to be called Geiger. It creates it. Let's see if I can get like semi close enough. Maybe not. You can see it here. They tunnel. It's tunneling away into my base. And these worms, this is a new addition, these worms can spawn on that material. You have to get rid of that material in order to eliminate the worms. And those things will kill you if you stay put. And I jump every time they come out because I don't see them, and then they pop out and it scares the crap out of me. So today we are going to try to work on addressing that problem with the handy BFL. The BFL 9000. Now many people speculate on what BFL stands for, and I leave it to your imagination. But needless to say, it's a big fucking laser, and it destroys lots of blocks. So I've been going through and looking, and I think keeping along with this line, I want to create a main line coming out here. And let's put it right here. Now, one thing with the BFL is when you place it, you're going to want to place it on top of a block, whether that's a battery or another block. It clears out a 5x5 area, and so if you put it on the ground, it will actually clear out the bottom. So it'll clear something like that out, and you don't want that. Or maybe you do, I don't know. But anyway, just a tip. So I want that one to go that way. And I want this one. Cue the train. To go that way. This way I've got two batteries, two banks of Jesus Christ, the train. Two banks of turbines powering this thing. Because it can use a lot of power. All you do is set it up. And it uses a lot of power. If you look at the help, power required 1280 per meter. So per block it digs in, it requires 1280 power. And these do drop blocks, so it's a good way to collect a lot of stone. So one way I can speed this process up a little ways, and go to power. Use some of my topaz. Since these are actually sharing power, I can lensify it and really get some power. There we go. You can see it just clears it out. And it literally has an unlimited range. So it'll sit here, it'll search out for the next block, and it'll just keep going. So I don't really know, oh jeez. Just chewed up those trees. Okay, so now that I've got it, oh jeez, what is this? Must have been hunting for copper. Yeah, that's what I was doing. So let's cover that up so I don't accidentally fall down. I'll put that chevron there. You can see these are some of my old tunnels. So that's far enough, Mr. BFL. So now that we have a main tunnel bored, I can come in and do side, I can just hit from the sides. And this thing chews through power like crazy. So let's say I want my next one. I want it to be right here. So I'll take that away. That's why I have a few batteries and transmitters on me, because I know that I'm gonna want. And there is some coal. There is some coal down there, but I'm not gonna worry about it. And this is a really nice way of clearing out a lot of terrain. I'm pretty much gonna flatten as much around my base as I can. These things should be really spitting out power. These should be revving up. My threat is it's probably locked in for this cycle. Yeah, 659%, that's not bad. Once the wave stops spawning, it'll reset and it'll go up to 3,000-4,000%. Look at all the stone. And as you can see, the coal that I found right there. There's a big vein right here too. And now we break out like that. So now in order to get rid of that, I don't know what you call it. I think he calls it soft resin. I can actually come in, instead of going over and over and over like this, I can actually jog it to be this direction. So if I wanted to, I could do something like this, and I've got 2 more lenses to use. And then I can put another power block. You go 2 in, so there's 1, 2, and then power. Because it's 5 blocks. There's all my power, and there we go. So let's look at what unlocked with that research. Nothing unlocked there. I bet you there's my There's my Mark II solar panel. So I'm going to need 9 solar panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there is my solar panel. I want to put this on top of the research station for now. There are lots of other uses for it. But if you look at the help, it can only be placed on top of the research, refinery, and the top tier batteries. The Mark IV or the Mark V batteries. And it produces quite a good amount of power. Yeah. For now, I'll just put it here. Just like that. Good enough. And that's good enough there. So you go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. And then start it up again. Go collect all the drops. The lovely drops. And this just it flattens the train out really nicely. Oh. And then what I do usually for the, for the rest of it, I just sort of build a scaffolding system and build up, or alternatively, I build a lot of those excavators with a major power distribution system to do more than one at once. So I'll do like 4 or 5 at a time. There we go. Another layer done. We want to set it up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Take that off, take that off. Now remember, these can go 64 blocks, so it can go a ways. But I'm trying to dig into where that resin starts. Not quite sure where it starts. And I just fill in the holes as I go. Any valleys or anything like that. And once you get a good amount of headroom, once you get the mountains and stuff done, it's pretty easy to have the the spider bot go around and the attacks that come through. Pretty straightforward. It's nice and flat, so you can put vacuum hoppers around. There's another. Well, that's the coal that I'm burning, or the copper that I'm mining for this line here. And these little ones I just take out by hand. Pretty easy. Quite a lot of wood and stuff over here. I just leveled that tree. Good old BFL. Awesome. Well, we're getting close, I think, to that resin. Not 100% sure. Let's not waste power if we can help it. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Take that away. Make sure everything's linked. And this laser connects to the actual block that the BFL is on. See, Spidey's already saying, hey man, this is kind of cool. nice way to flatten out your area here. So I was looking at sort of where I want to lay things out, and I think I'm going to put my OET system on this side. So I will BFL all of this land over here. I'm going to take this line of power and I'm going to move it. I'm going to have it moved over to here. So I'll just extend that line and move it over to here, and that will give me access to all of the fuel and all of that stuff to do multiple turbines to charge the OET. Not sure how far this thing is away. Pick up all the goodies. Get rid of that tree. You can see it just leveled that tree that was right here. It was a big old tree. It just took it out. Love the BFL. And I'll clean up a lot of this stuff off camera. I just wanted to show off the goodies that was the BFL. So there we're getting attacked again. This threat is probably significantly higher than the 600% we had before. Yep, 4,200%. Great. Let's see if we can do 1, 2, 3. See, it makes really fast work. Imagine digging all of that by hand. That would take a long, long time to do. And granted, we're putting a lot of power into it, but you know, that's okay. We're generating a lot of power now, so that's fine. But I want to get a nice big area cleaned out, free of land, free to pick up all of the bug parts that come, and then we will come back next episode for possibly more expansion of our production. Not quite sure yet what. I knew I was going to fall down this hole. Not sure yet which direction we're going to go in. I want to get cryogenics set up because I need a whole lot of pristine stingers. So I've got some render problems. Not sure what caused that, but oh well. But yeah, we'll come back. I'll probably do cryogenics research and pick that research up when we come back next time. It's much less intense research than what we just did here. So it shouldn't be too much trouble to get it working. And here goes all of that coal. Let's just chew through that coal. I've found quite a bit of coal around, so I'm not too concerned. Plus, we've really slowed our consumption of coal down since we're off the generators. The turbines really are where we're getting our power right now. So anyway, that's the BFL. Hope you enjoyed the huge laser action. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.